So, from the vantage point of diplomacy, it's clearly that's not a consideration or an objective from the West, from the US. As we've seen, at least in the past 1 year alone, we can look at 10 years, we can look at the last 41 years of US aggression on Iran. Um, there has been an intentional provocations, intentional aggression that completely reaches into the realm of illegality. Last year, the murder of Qassem Soleimani was as he was actually pursuing a diplomatic mission to, um, encourage Saudi Arabia to let up on its war on Yemen and on the region. But especially in the past year, the increase in aggression through these illegal strikes and through these illegal murders has been actually in pursuit um, of requiring a complete subduing and subjugation of Iran and Iranian sovereignty in light of them and their allies' successes in pushing back against occupation in the region. That is the only objective of the US and the only discourse and method in which it achieves its goals is through illegal brutality. So we have to understand that the policies of the American government and the objectives of the American government, particularly in countries that are in opposition to U.S. imperialism, will be the same whether it's a Democrat or Republican. Now, the specific strategy is what happens to be different. So Trump pulled out of the JCPOA and imposed heavy-duty sanctions on Iran in the past few years. And the murder of the scientist is kind of in line with complicating Biden's approach, which which aims to reinstate the JCPOA. However, we have to recognize that the Iranian nuclear deal at the same time puts Iran under the presumption of guilt for having a nuclear weapons program, which the United States government themselves, despite their narrative, has not found hardline evidence for, and still still enables and opens up Iran for investigation and information gathering from the International Atomic Energy Association under the United Nations, which is biased towards Israel and the United States, to gather information on Iran's nuclear capabilities.